Hey everyone, I was recently at my bank and I had the opportunity to make a couple pickups. I wasn't expecting to make these pickups, but when I saw what they were, I pretty much had to scoop them up. The thing is I think they're probably worth more to somebody else than they are to me. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to have them at a ridiculously low price compared to what some people would say that they are worth. I'm not going to put a value on them because there is no actual book, but when you see what I'm talking about, you'll understand where I'm getting at. All right. When I was cashing in my singles, my bank said, "Oh, look what I found." And she shows me this Series 1993 $100 bill. And it's in pretty good shape. I wouldn't call it uncirculated, but let's see if I can even get it to right here. You can see the ripple. This is the best I can make it look right here. It does have a fold, not a crease, a fold. And if I remember, the corner itself might have a little thing to it as well. I'm very tough on notes when I grade them, and I would call this this particular note, especially when you see it in sunlight there, you can see how there's a little bit of a wave to it. I would call this probably a 45 or a 50. But you know me, I'm tough on stuff. Anyway, this is a 1993 $100 bill, small head $100 bill. And if I remember right, this is one of the last $100 bills. I think 1996 is when they went to the large head. And you can see, like I said, it's pretty nice. It's in good shape. Now this isn't about this note. Finding a small head $100 bill in good shape, it's hard to do, but you can do it. The tough part is when you find another one in the same condition, or another one, or another one, or another one. So yeah, I have 5. You can almost see here on the top that little bit of a wave I was talking about. They all look like somebody had them at the in a money clip. That's kind of the best way to, because there's a bend, but there's not a crease. Yeah, and there is like this little wave. Like I said, these have been circulated, but these are about uncirculated. What am I getting at with all these? Well, some of you may have spotted it. Check out the serial number: 29659067. From 1993, New York A, right? 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. I have 5 consecutive, about uncirculated $100 bills. Now, finding small heads sometimes, like I said, can be tough. Finding small heads in decent shape can also be tough. Finding 5 about uncirculated consecutive notes, that's kind of tough. Now, you know me, I don't put a whole lot of additional value in on consecutives, and I know some people do. I look at it as, I shouldn't even do this if I'm trying to sell stuff, but I look at it as, if I want a small head $100 bill, this is going to cost me $100. But I can't sell these for $100 because there's 5 of them. So clearly I can't sell them for $100. And because they're consecutive notes, I can't really separate them. I mean, apparently, if you have consecutive notes, they're supposed to be worth more. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. That's not for me to decide. But I will let you decide what they're worth, because I'm not going to ask anything ridiculous for these. All I'm going to do is ask face value, plus I think 10% covers everything, depending on what you use. So that would be 5 bills, 5 $100 bills. So for $550 bill, or $550, you can have all 5 of these crisp, almost uncirculated $100 consecutive notes, and that will cover the shipping. Now, I'm going to say $5.50 because I know that most of you are going to choose to pay with PayPal that would want to do that, and PayPal always charges a little bit on there. And of course, shipping is also a factor that I have to consider. However, if you want to do something like send a check, or if you want to send a money order, or if you want to do Cash App, I'd take $5.25. I'm not looking to make money on these. I'm looking to simply cover the costs and get these into the hands of somebody who would actually want them. Because, like I said, consecutives, not something that I tend to do. And when you talk about larger denominations, well, then it gets expensive to hold on to 500 consecutive $100 bills when all I wanted was one. There are interesting things about this group, though. Obviously, the location is A2, okay? And every single note, of course, is going to have A2 for the location, because when you do consecutive notes, all the sheets are printed one right after the other. They go on top of each other, and then they are cut. So yes, they all are from the very same position. The other interesting part here, well, here is the specific, A2 right there, of course. You know, that A2, A3, A7, A1, those are the plate numbers, okay? Now, that's also interesting because since the serial number is B, that's the New York part, and A is the first run of numbers, the A here represents the section, just like this does, and this represents the plate number. So you have plate number 2, but there is a drum. So they're not all the same plate that print this note. This one is 3, that one is 7, that one is 1, and then we get back to 2. So it looks like there's 4 different plates that run on the drum. We can discover that, like I said, based on the consecutive serial numbers. Then if you look at the back, this is 239, 235, 236, 237, and then we go back to 239. So plate 238 is missing. That must have been replaced already. Anyway, it's just fascinating to see that kind of stuff. So yeah, here are 5 consecutive 1993 $100 bills in about uncirculated condition. Like I said, I believe it's the last run, and you can see when I hold it up to the light, it does have the security strip in there. I think these were the only ones that had it. I could be wrong on that, but these are the last run. And like I said, if I'm hoping to get $5.50 in these, and like I said, if you're using Cash App or sending a check, $5.25 covers all the expenses, and you can add these to your collection. I wasn't planning on getting them, but I couldn't turn them down. So if any of you want them, you know how to get a hold of me. Send me an email, or just simply reply or leave a comment here, and I will get a hold of you there. So let me think. If you guys are interested, put a comment down below, and these could be yours. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.